Hey everybody, it's Saturday Hockey Talk. Dallas is in Montreal, and this is our preview for that game number 51. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. It's an incredibly nice day for February 10th in Montreal. I'm wearing just my t-shirt inside. It's a crazy day. It's a beautiful day in Montreal, depending on how you look at it. And we got a game here. It's an afternoon game because the Super Bowl is on tomorrow. So we got two back-to-back 1 p.m. games. And I'm going to be doing another show tomorrow at the same time for the preview for that game. So just to let you guys know. So what do I got here? I got news, what I can gather, and I have, let's see, the stats for the game. I got the lineups for the game. And I have the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of this game. And you can pick that guy from either team. And if you live in Canada, you win a cash prize if you're the first person in the chat with that guess. Cash prize is $10 directly into your bank account. Good luck to everybody. I'm going to give you mine in a second. I'm sorry it's only open in Canada, but I only do this through Interac, and it's only in Canada until there's another way for me to do that. It's open. But if you want to give a guess anyway and have bragging rights if you win, please do that. Good luck to everybody. All right. Let's see who's here first. Jack. Hey, Jack. How you doing, man? 4-3, Montreal, Slavkovsky with the first goal. I'm not going to forget this time. I'm going to give you mine. I agree with the 4-3 score. I'm going with Dallas, though. 4-3 Dallas. I don't know if he's even in the lineup, but I'm giving it to Dadonov just because that's how it'll be. And so there's my score. Wonder Phil's here. Hey, Phil, how's it going, man? He says, greetings all. Love these afternoon games. It's not my favorite. You know, if it was just one, it's the back-to-back afternoon games. It kind of makes it a little difficult. I got to really adjust my schedule and shit. But, you know, it's part of what I do. What are you going to do? Hey, Red, how's it going? Guru, Abs Guru in the house. How's it going, man? 4-2 Stars. Matheson first goal. Red says, what do you think Montreal can get if Harris goes to Calgary? Is that the rumor where he's going to go? I haven't heard the rumor. Don't know what you'd get. If you're talking about just Harris going there, I don't think you get that much. You know, second round pick at the most, maybe. Probably less than that. I don't know. I haven't heard the rumor till just now. So I'd have to think about that a little more. I would be surprised if it's just Harris going over. It would be Harris and something else. Phil says Casey Middlestat and Trevor Zegras are targets for the team. It's confirmed. Multiple sources. First pick ain't play, not Montreal's. The Winnipeg's first pick, not Montreal's. What's confirmed? It's confirmed that it's a rumor. That's all that's confirmed. Is it's a rumor. That Zegras is in play has been confirmed. Yes. Okay. Doesn't mean Montreal's getting him. So we talk about that, by the way, in the what day are we today? Oh, the podcast we did with Treg Wilson. It's not out there yet. I don't think Matt's put it up yet. So when it is out there, I will put it up on Twitter. And, you guys got to look for it. Links are in the description, by the way, for both podcasts. And the boys did the Sin Bin today. We just finished, actually. Do I have that here? So the Sin Bin, it's on the other channel. There's a link in the description for that video. Check it out. They did a good job today. A little bit more arguing today. So it was a good job. They were talking about buyers and sellers and what the definition is and how it applies to the Flyers mostly, but in general to other teams too. So, it was good. It was my second time directing. Like I had a lot to do to direct, but still, so please check it out. Link is in the description. Sorry for kind of pushing a lot of stuff, but we got a lot of stuff going on and got to let you guys know what's going on. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Morning all, 4 a.m. over there. 4 a.m. Sunday over there. Yeah, this time for the game sucks for you, I guess. Not I guess. It obviously does. Where's the Jack Eye talk? Me, I think Harris and Kay. Jack Eye? Jack Eye's not going anywhere. Jack Eye's not going anywhere. Any rumors you see with Arbor Jack Eye, yeah, just dismiss them. He's not going anywhere, and there's no rift between him and Coach Marty. We talk about it in the podcast, so please check that out when it comes out. Jack Eye for Jacob Peltier. No. 2 thumbs down. Two thumbs down. Yeah, maybe it'd be nice to have Jacob Peltier in Montreal, but at what cost? Because he's French, you want to trade Jack Eye away to get a French guy just because he's French. That's just not going to work. No. Mary Jo, 3-2 stars. Jamie Ben, 5 p.m. there. Yeah, it's better for you. A little bit better time for you, right? And it is. 5 p.m. is not bad. I just don't like the 1 p.m. Yeah, well, that it competes. I get it. That's why you got multiple. You got a flicker. You flick through them. Check them out a little bit at a time. We drafted his little brother. Who's that? Peltier. We're putting in the work. Jack Eye, right, is real deal, and he's going to be here a long time. You aware? An A as well, sooner rather than later. I don't know about the A necessarily. I wouldn't say that's guaranteed, but what I would say is this: he is not getting traded. There may be a day when they do, but it's not today, and it's not anytime soon. Joe, I didn't sit up all night. I got about 3 hours sleep, but on my chair, I was working and I fell asleep. And I got up. It was like almost 6. It was just before 6, and I thought, I got a lot to do today. I'm staying up, so I'm going to be a little tired. But it's a daytime thing, so it's not as bad. Peltier has a top 6 potential. Still not Jack Eye. And they might trade for him. There's other guys here that, but it's not going to be Jack Eye. Oh, the 11 p.m. games are just as bad. I don't like those at all. 10, 11, anything like even 9. I don't mind 8 o'clock, but after that, I don't know. I like it in between 7 and 8. That's what she said. I don't think the A is guaranteed at all, Phil, but that's fine. We can differ in opinion. Pelche, middle 6. He's small, gets pushed around, not shifty enough yet. Yeah, you're not trading a mountain of a man who's talented, has the ability to play solid defense, and has an intimidation factor that you can't teach anybody, and there's few players in the league that have it. For that, not even a chance. Do I like Kako? Depending on the price. I'm good with Kako, but it depending on the price. Hey, Randy Mack, how you doing, man? Barron or Harris trade? Yeah, you got to figure with the influx this season and next of Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux, and it's Mailloux actually, and Reinbacher, David Reinbacher, which they're going to be here for sure by next season. They're all 3 are here, in my opinion, right? So where's the room for Barron and Harris? Because you're not getting rid of Gooley. No. You're not getting rid of Jack Eye, and quite frankly, you're not getting rid of Struble, right? So there's not a lot of room for these guys. So between Kovacevic, Barron, and Harris, their writing's on the wall. You got to think. Matheson, Savard, because these guys are coming, and they're coming soon, and I believe they're going to make it, and they're going to be good, and, So, my opinion. Kako for Ulanin and Skova, who I don't know who Skova is, for Barron. I don't know who Skova is. Red would trade Reinbacher before Harris. Wouldn't trade Reinbacher with Harris with a 10-foot pole from Harris. No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, Red, you'll see when Reinbacher's here, give him, 1, 2, 3 seasons, whatever it's going to take. He's a defenseman. Then you're going to be going, yeah, I was always on Reinbacher. I love that kid. You're going to see. The right side D would be more protected compared to the left side Ds. Yeah, well, because right side is harder to find. That's the thing. Which is why, one of the reasons why David Savard, who I know they said, Hughes, he has no intention to trade Savard right now. Means nothing, if you ask me. Savard's probably getting moved, and Savard could really attract more than you think, because that's one of the reasons, is he's a right side defenseman. He's really solid, especially in the playoffs, in blocking shots. He can be mean and physical. He's going to fetch something good, in my opinion. Kova, not Skova, doesn't help me. I don't know who Kova is. Okay, Red, you're out of it. You're just out of it. I'm not even going to talk to you now. Red says he would trade Suzuki for Zegras. Red, you need to go back to hockey school and learn better about how to judge talent. And I don't say that lightly, dude. I'm sorry. Matheson is, if Lane Hudson hits and he's everything we think, Matheson's time is done probably, because they're the same player and you don't have room. So, but I kind of tend to agree with you. Keep Matheson. I don't think they trade him this year, but could be next year. Yeah. Yeah, Phil, you don't know where he's going to go, though. Even though you're right, you don't know where he would go. Red, if you want to be in the conversation, then you got to talk like the big boys, my friend. I'm sorry, but that when they have tournaments or whatever, and teams get relegated back, you just got relegated back with that comment, dude. I'm sorry. It's gonna take you a bit to get back into. I'm sorry. Phil, no. I mean, Red can say anything he wants. I decide what I like, or I decide what questions I answer. Simple as that. But he can say anything he wants. I agree with you. But I don't have to answer it. That's just how it works, man. My thoughts on Jonathan Drouin. Oh, you're asking Red. Okay. Because I thought it was weird. Well, my thoughts. Okay, news. Wasting time here. Only got 45 minutes. So Alex Newhook is back in the lineup today. I had written it out before. Should be back in the lineup as early as today. Wasn't confirmed because he was practicing in a regular jersey for a while. And they had him recently on the first power play unit. And then the Habs loaned Lucas Candata, back to Laval, and then you knew 100% he's back. And I've got the lineups. He's there. Power play unit number 1, Caulfield, Suzuki, Newhook in the bumper slot, I think, Slavkovsky, and Matheson. Power play number 2 needs work. Anderson, Ulanin, Gignac, Pearson, Jack-Eye. There's some good pieces there, but I don't know how that works. Monty gets his 24th start of the season today. And his 10th in 16 games, something like that. And his third time back-to-back games or consecutive games. I don't know who tomorrow, Allen or Primo. My guess is Primo because Primo's backing up Monty, but I could be wrong there, and but to me, Primo needs to start. It's 23 days or something since he started. I don't know. I think they're finally treating Snacks, that's his nickname, Monty, like they're treating him like a number one goalie finally. There's no doubt who's the number one anymore. And he's getting the starts of number one. Almost. He should get more, but but he's getting treated like one. So I like that. Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary for head coach Marty St. Louis. He was hired 2 years ago yesterday. It was also Chris Knuckles Nyland's 66th birthday. I didn't know he's a fellow Aquarian. I probably already knew that, but I forgot. Because my birthday's next Wednesday, so I'm not making a big deal of my birthday being next Wednesday. In case you didn't know, my birthday's next one. Yeah, just joking. Newhook has 5 points in his last 5 games. I'm spitting all over the place. Versus Dallas is one of those days. So he's got 5 points in his last 5 games versus Dallas. So it's his first game back. I kind of dare say I feel Newhook will get a goal today. I don't know if it's the first one, but I kind of think I have a feeling he's going to get a goal today. Cole Caulfield has 20 points in his last 21 games and is on a 10-game point streak as well. All this playing against the opponent's best players, essentially. All right, he's out there against the best, and he's producing. So anybody doubting Caulfield, you're not in the conversation. Caulfield's also the 13th most clutch player in the NHL. I'm not sure if it's 18 or 13, but I think it's 13th. That is players who get, game winners, just clutch goals. That's Caulfield. Opening goals, like the clutch kind of goals. 13th in the league of everybody. So I don't know where people are saying Caulfield is shit. And I've seen it in here. I'm not blaming anybody in particular. But you see it a lot on Twitter. Not as much as you used to. It's usually Leaf fans. But all right, that's the news I got. I'll answer that, Red. What do I think of Guryanov? I think he's gone. That's what I think of him. He's gone. Not here. Didn't keep him. Didn't resign him. Nothing to think about. Aki. Hey, Aki, how's it going? In Aki's opinion, Mayu is just as much, if not more, of a defensive liability as Barron, considering management wants a full team of 200-foot players who has a better chance of staying. Listen, I think Mayu will get a look this season after the deadline, and they'll evaluate him. Then next training camp, they'll evaluate him. If he's good enough, he'll be here. If not, he'll go back to Laval. And I think by the end of next season, he's here as a regular. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he starts right out of camp. I believe, my opinion, Reinbacher will. Mayu might take a little longer, but he's going to be here. So they've got to start preparing. And these guys, I mean, you can't have Harris and Barron and Kovacevic in the minors. And if you waive them, they're going to get picked up. So, and I believe Harris and Barron, I think next season, don't have waiver exemption. That's a guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So that makes it even tougher, and they're going to have to move them eventually. Mayu is mean. He's got that rare intimidation factor like Jack Eye. I'd keep him too. Also, remember, guys, you need about 10 defensemen or so for a full year. It's true with injuries and shit and cup run and sometimes more. And also that Mayu is an offensive defenseman. So he can have a fine career being a little less good defensively. Many defensemen have done that. But he's got talent. He's got skill. He's got physical play. Those are all good things. Yes, Phil, Valentine's Day is my birthday. You can't keep 3 or 4 guys that are NHL ready in the AHL. That's the whole point. Not anymore. You used to be able to keep them down when there were less teams, obviously, but you can't anymore. they'll start looking for a place to go where they can play. No, but also you can't waive them. You got to put them down unless they have waiver exemptions, right? And then if they do and they run out while they're in the minors, then you got to waive them and bring them up. So either way, because of waivers, you're going to have to trade some of these guys. There's nothing you can do about it. And Hughes said so in his last press conference, said waivers are going to be a big factor in some of these young defensemen's future here in Montreal. Those D waiting in the AHL wings would be under Armin. But it's not the same. Thing is, you can't move them. You can't move them with the waiver exemptions gone. So you got to trade them and get something back. I mean, another reason why getting all those draft picks that he gets and all that, it's to feed that pipeline over time. You got to keep feeding it. Pizzetta is doing super well this year. Reading he is top 10 in hits and works his ass off every game. I agree. I like Pizzetta, but, eventually he's also probably expendable. But, I mean, I like Pizzetta. There's no doubt. Hey, Matt Outdoor. Hey, Zachary. How you doing, Zachary? Matt Outdoor says 5-4 Habs. And no. Oh, I read that as Rick. I was going to say, I'm not getting the first goal. Nick is getting the first goal. And Zachary says 6-4 Habs. Suzuki getting the first goal as well. Ucanis Black Aces. Who has Black Aces? Those are at special times. Or you're talking about in the playoffs. It's not going to cut it, though, Phil. Hey, Doug. How you doing there, Doug? Good to see you, man. I think I'm playing you in one of my two teams is up against you now, right? Frozen orange ball to the nuts, right? Black Aces NHL, but they're under black. Teams don't carry Black Aces, dude. And if I'm correct, if you're a Black Ace, you still got to clear waivers. Okay, but that's for a certain time of the year. What about next year? You're not getting past the waiver problem, maybe for a little period of time, but that's it. So you got to have a solution that actually works. Let's get to the preview. Let's get to the preview. It's that time. It's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, I gotta get I always gotta start preview with one of these. That's my cat meowing at nothing. He likes to meow. You hear it. He'll do that on and off all day. He can be weird. All right. This is the game we got. The 31-14-6 Dallas Stars are in town to take on the 21-21-8 Montreal Canadiens, the NHL equivalent of 500, even though they really have lost 29 games and only won 21. How to watch this game? It is a 1 p.m. Eastern start, 10 a.m. Pacific start, which is real early. Canadians region, it's TSN2 in English and RDS in French. And in the Stars region, Bally Sports Southwest X. All right. And if it had two more X's, it would be all porno. Streaming ESPN Plus, TSN Plus, RDS, and we're about to watch it on Sportsnet Plus, which is, I hate it actually there. Season series, we beat them, and not even in overtime, 4-3 on January 2nd. And I think they're going to get revenge today back here in Montreal. That's what I think. Last 10 games, Stars are 7-2-1. They lost to Toronto their last game, which, boo, they lost to Toronto. Montreal 4-4-2, and they beat Washington in their last game. That's the streak they're on. Home and away records. Dallas is away. They're 15-10 away, and Montreal's 10-15 at home. So they're beating us. The refs tonight, actually, not a bad thing in a way. If you look at it, Kyle, was that Riemann and Pierre Lambert. Now you look at the records with Montreal over the last 3 seasons; they're not bad. So Montreal does well with these guys in general. Hey, we might get a break from the refs. Haha, that's funny. Atlantic standings, top to bottom: Boston, Florida, Tirana, which, with Tampa, with Sergachev out, depending what they do with the deadline or leading up to it, Toronto might have a chance here. And it seems Detroit fell down too. So Toronto, Tampa, Detroit, Montreal, Buffalo, and Ottawa. And we'll see how that works out. I think Montreal will drop, but you never know. Bottom 10, Washington, Minnesota, Montreal, Arizona, Buffalo, Ottawa, Columbus, Anaheim, San Jose, and Chicago is back on the bottom and has a 2-point cushion, and except San Jose has a game in hand. So basically even until that game's played. Tail of the tape for scoring chances for percentage, which is possession numbers, I believe. Montreal, 44.4%, 30th in the league, so not very good. And the Stars, 53.9%, they're 6th. Goals per game, 2.74 for Montreal, 28th. 3.67 for the Stars, 3rd in the league. So, things could get bad. Monty's going to have to steal one tonight for Montreal to win. That's what I got to say. And they're facing Ottinger. So goals against per game, 3.46 for Montreal, 27th, and 3.06 for the Stars. Not as good as you might think, but still, it's better than Montreal. Power play percentage, 20.3% for Montreal. It's gone up. 18th in the league, 22.6% for the Stars. 13th, a little bit better, but not that much. PK percentage, 74% for Montreal, 29th, 81.1% for the Stars, 13th. So the Stars' special teams are good. Montreal's 1-0-0 this year against on a head-to-head thing, and 0-1-0 is the Stars' record, of course. Well, not of course, but face-offs. Stars 54.6%, and that's 2nd in the league, and Montreal 53%, 6th. So it's coming down a little bit, especially after the trade of Monahan and the injury for the season of Dvorak. Shots on goal allowed per game and shots on goal for per game. Allowed, 30.5 for the Dallas Stars and 34.1 for Montreal. And shots on goal for 4 per game, 30.8 for Dallas, 28 even for Montreal. Players to watch over the last 5. Points, Mason Marchment with 6 and Nick Suzuki with 8. Goals, Matt Duchene with 3, Suzuki with 3. Assists, Tyler Seguin 5, Suzuki with 5. And plus minus, Jason Robertson plus 6 and Kovacevic plus 2. Team leaders in goals, Rupe Hintz, 22 goals, and Cole Caulfield 17. In points, Robertson 51 and Suzuki with 45. Average time on ice, Heiskanen 25.03 and Matheson 25.20. And wins, Ottinger with 17 and Montembeault with 12. Not bad for Sam. Sam's having a good year. Stars top 5 in scoring. Robertson leads the way there, 17 goals, 34 assists, 51 points, and he's a plus 13. Hintz is next with 22 and 25 for 47 points and a plus 19. Matt Duchene, 18 and 28 for 46 points and plus 12. Pavelski is 19-25 for 44 points and a plus 2. And Tyler Seguin with 17 goals, 23 assists, and 40 points and a plus 5. Montreal stats will not look as good. Suzuki leads the way for Montreal, 15 goals, 30 assists, 45 points, minus 16. Caulfield's next with 17 and 23 for 40 points, and he is a minus 5. Matheson, 7 and 29 for 36 points and a minus 17. Sean Monahan, I should have gone one extra. I think it's Gallagher next. Monahan is in there. We're not going to read it because he's not here anymore. Slavkovsky, 9, 13, 22 points, minus 15. And counting because he's playing well. Goalies tonight, Jake Ottinger, 17, 9, and 2. 296 goals against and a 905 save percentage. And Sam Montembeault. Sam Snacks Montembeault. 12, 7, and 4. 306 goals against and a 907 save percentage. And I dare say if Monty was getting more starts because we didn't have 3 goalies here, his numbers would be pretty much what Ottinger's numbers are. The lines tonight, stars. Heinz, Robertson, and Johnson. First line. Duchesne, Marchment, and Sega. Second line, Sam Steele, Ben, and Pavelski. Third line, Faksa, Delandria, and Dadnov. Fourth line, Harley and Heiskanen, first pairing. Suter and Hanley, second pairing. And Lindell and Hackenpah. Third pairing, Ottinger starting, Wedgwood backing them up. Habs lines. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, not going to change. Newhook is going to center the second line with Harvey Pinard and Armia. Evans, Pearson, and Anderson, third line. And Gignac, Pizzetta, and Ullinen, fourth line. Matheson and Gooley, Struble and Savard, Jackeye and Kovacevic. Monty starting, Primo backing them up. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you for the preview. Not a ton of surprise there. Like, I don't know who you're going to put on the wings anyway with Newhook. Hopefully Harvey Pinard gets that spark he had last year back. Because, I mean, that would be nice. And we'll see how that goes. And I hope that Newhook also has a better time at center than he did when he, after the Doc injury, before they moved him to the wing. So we'll see. I'm sure he's pumped and ready to go. And we'll see how he does. I mean, we'll see how he does at second line center the second time around. Joe, I was reading your guess. I was reading Habs 5, Caulfield 3. Habs 5-3, Caulfield first goal, says Joe. Aki 4-3 Habs, Slav first goal. RDS is fantastic. Yeah, but I don't have cables, so how am I getting RDS? Besides, this was, I said, was a gift from Habs Guru. Doug's got Habs 4, Stars 3, Newhook first goal. But Phil, I'm going to go back to your comment there. Calling up players at the end, it's what they do. It's why guys like Hudson, Reinbacher, and Mayu are going to get called up. But to what end other than evaluation? Let's see where they're at in the NHL, how they look, what their problems are, and then we figure out if they're, what they need to work on in the off season, and we take another look at them at camp. So I don't disagree that, but if you're on waivers, you got to clear waivers. It doesn't change that. That's what I said. Jack, I saw your guess when I started the show, and you were the first person I mentioned. Your guess was there. And I save all this so I can replay all the comments if there's a winner and check when I need to check. So yeah, I saw it there. So even if by chance it isn't and you win, you just tell me and I'm going to remember that. Yeah, I saw it there. Yours was the first. So don't worry about it. I think sometimes you can't you can't go back a certain distance. And that's probably why you didn't see it there. There have been a lot of comments. A conservative lawyer, good to see you there, buddy. I'm here for another 10 minutes because I got to do a few things and get ready for the game at 1, so it doesn't leave a lot of time. It's just one of those weekends. I dread these weekends, but, this is the fourth one I'm doing, so I'm used to it now. Oh, yeah, I needed to scroll. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't know why I'm waiting. What did I said something nice about Toronto? When did I do that? Guru, I remember that. I just think that Dallas is coming in here for revenge. And you know what I said about the Monahan trade and the last game they won? I thought they would win. I don't know that I think that catches up to them soon. Look at the lineup and all. I think it catches up to them. And I think it's going to catch up to them today a bit, in that they're going to lose. Randy Mack has Dallas 4, Montreal 2, and Jason Robertson first goal. Commas are important. I agree with that 100%, Joe. But I'm used to the fact that most people on texts or in chats like this, they just don't use any punctuation like that. So I'm used to it. And when if I can't decipher what you wrote, I'm going to say I can't read that. So that's all. Phil says, I don't mean us. We can't call up any aces. We are out of the playoffs. I'm talking about it's good to have talent all over the org, even in the AHL, to call up as aces when time comes. Yes, I mean, that's depth. But depth can't be guys that should be regulars in the NHL and have no waivers, right? That's the key to the draft, right? If you're drafting well and you got lots of good picks to feed that pipeline, you should have depth. That's what I'm saying. And if you're doing that every year, right? So every year you got different levels of depth, and you should have enough for injuries. It's just you can't keep guys down like you used to be able to keep them down there. You can't now with waivers. Conservative lawyer 3-0 Habs. Shutout Habs. Wow. New Hook first goal. That would be the first one if they do get it. Oh, in the standings part? Well, I mean, I honestly, I thought Toronto is really in danger of falling out there. But I mean, Detroit looks like they've fallen down a bit. And I think the injury to Sergachev, depending on what Tampa does, depending on what they're able to do, trade deadline time, they could suffer there. And that probably kicks Toronto up a notch, right? And then you get your playoffs. So there you go. I don't think it's being nice or anything. It's just I'm being realistic. Believe me, I will be realistic about Toronto every single time, as well as I'm going to bust your chops. But I mean, when they do something good, I'll be realistic about it. I'm not going to shit on things that, makes me look stupid. Yeah, Phil's been training me well for years for the typos. Training me well. But even Phil, sometimes I can't figure it out. And I just say I can't. I don't know what you're saying. We're only 8 points out of the playoffs, going to go on an Oilers run and win 12 in a row, and we'll be on the doorstep. Yeah, but that's not really realistic, Jack. Like, you can't really look at this lineup and say that that's going to happen. And then look at their schedule as well and go, yeah, I don't think so. They've got a difficult schedule overall, and I don't see 12 in a row. They've not won 3 in a row yet this year. They're not going to go on a 12. Not at this point in the year. You got to remember that Oilers did it a little earlier when you're able to do that. I don't know that they're going to be doing that. I don't know, Matt. At least he let me know he's not going to be in the game later. Matt was supposed to be in the game, the stream. He's not going to be. That's fine. Monty's going to play outstanding tonight. I'm feeling well. I think if Montreal does win, Monty's got to steal the game here. Can never count out Tampa. I agree. But listen, you're sitting now in the third spot. If you guys can hold that, you don't really have to worry about Tampa that much, right? It's if Tampa or Detroit make another run, winning streak or whatever, that could screw you guys out. And listen, quite frankly, I'm sorry. Toronto's got a lot of problems. And they're the kind of problems that if you do make the playoffs, they're going to really come out in the playoffs. So, I don't know. Hey, Quinn, how you doing, man? Zachary, yeah, Monty's a solid goalie. He's a really good. I'm not saying great, but Matt, he's a good goalie, and he can steal games, and he's been doing that all year. So I'm confident he could do it. I don't know that he will, but if they're going to have success here today, he's got to kind of, right? Hey, Daryl, how's it going? 4-3 Habs, 4-3 Habs, Caulfield first goal. I'm not sure if somebody has that. I'm not 100% sure. Matt calling off work again? Yeah, no, it's fine. Matt can call off work today. It is Saturday, and that's his day off anyway. So, 100% Monty has to steal it if we win tonight. Conservative lawyer agrees with me. Monty has a gold medal. He does. And he'll get another in the next Olympics. I don't know who the goalies will be. He may not. I think he'll go. Will he be the starter? We don't know that yet. Monty is a solid goalie. I think he's not even hit his ceiling yet. So I think we can see better from him. I've got a lot of confidence in Monty, actually, the way he's playing right now. He's not a goalie that you look at when he's playing well and go, well, he's just lucky. He's lucky. He's not just lucky. He's skilled. And I like that. You've seen him as the third goalie. Yeah, it depends on who, off the top of my head, I don't know the other Canadian goalies, but it depends on who they are. And if they're all kind of on the same level, it'll be they go with the hot goalie. With the way that PLD is playing with the Kings, what are they going to do with him? Try to get him out of his funk. Kick his ass into the grass. Tough love, my friend. Tough love. Because what? You think another team's going to look at that and go, yeah, we'll take him. You think? No, not on his third team in his third go-round. Nope. What's the use of paying peanuts for guys that don't produce? Monty's already improving season by season there, Joe. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? You can't really look at it and say anything like, oh, yeah, he's okay. He's improved season by season. Last year, a big leap, and then this year, I think another one. And I think he's close to his ceiling, but I don't think he's hit it yet. Yeah, no thanks for PLD. Okay, I got to run. I'll be back in like literally 15 minutes for the game. So it's not long, but I got a few things to do and get ready for that. So thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Please check out the Sin Bin. Link is in the description. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you're over there. Also, the podcast. Click those links. It'll get you to the newer ones. I think those are the newest ones. There's another one coming out today, but I don't have that link yet. So please check that out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. I'll be back soon. Till then, keep your sticks on the ice. Go Habs, go. Peace out. And stay safe. And that's it. I'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody.